Okay, welcome to our today's class. I warmly welcome to my Zoom audience and also the people on Facebook Live. These are the live coaching session where we discuss and we learn to fulfill the gaps of those people who remained unfulfilled. Nowadays, we are working, we are discussing, we are reading on a very important topic of consciousness, and that topic is related with developmental psychology, philosophy, spirituality, religion, personal development, uh, improving relationship, and the life. So it's a overall a preview and the picture of the things which we are going to study from the book. This is online lifelong study circle, which aim to fill the gaps of those people which we did not learn from school. We These gap remained unfulfilled when we were in college or university or in a professional life as well. So let's come back quickly on the consciousness and the topic which and the book which we are reading today, uh, and mostly content I took from that author, which is a psychiatrist, and also he has a leading spiritual person as well, Dr. David Hawking. His book basically is on right. It's a book cover is on the right hand of the screen, the map of consciousness explained. And nowadays we are learning different levels of consciousness. And our level of consciousness, the lowest level of consciousness, very lowest, and the top, not the top, the below lowest level of any person start from shame. Okay. And then it improves into different stages in different levels, and we are learning these levels of consciousness where we want to identify where I am existing, where I do lie, and where I need to go. And before I go into details of the consciousness, I want to introduce to the map of this consciousness. If you are not familiar with the map of consciousness, that map of consciousness is actually um, a whole map of your life. The, this life, which have a lot of disappointments to uh, to extent of great happiness as well. That um, disappointments, that shame and guilty based life, when we want to switch to the higher consciousness, to the maximum happier person we can do, or becoming a perfect person, this map gives you the whole guide. So any person who is living a shameful life, if you see, it's on the bottom of this map, that person strive for becoming a better, and that shameful life converts into a being a guilty person. Okay, even it's a very lowest level of and quality of life, and that guilt also can be improved in insensitiveness when you become hopeless and there is no any uh, hope for the solution of your problems of your life, and you are answerless. You do not have any window where you can way out in your life. Uh, and that hopelessness also can be improved, or the next level could be when you are mourning, when you are in grief. Uh, that grief possibly because of your past experience, bad experience, very and you have a burden of past with you. You carry your past bad traumas and tragedies with you. Probably it could be you lost some dear one, your parents, your grandparents, your children, your spouse, and or you lost your job, or maybe you lost your money, or somebody ditched you, somebody betrayed you. So that grief is not leaving you on that conscious level. And then we become more fearful, and these fears are basically uh, hundred fears of different types we carry with it based on our childhood experience. But when we want to come out to the next level of fear, that we may have desire to make some goal to achieve something and come out from fear, grief, apathy, and the low emotional and conscious state, and that desire, when you start to make goals, the goal of personal development, the goal of improving relationship, the goal to finding the purpose of life, the goal to become a rich person, okay? But that goal could not be fulfilled fully. You will not be able to achieve it, and that will fuel you anger inside. So, being angry, being a vengeful, that anger is the next level, next highest level of consciousness. At least anger is better than being in fear. Anger is better than being in apathy. Anger is better than living a shameful life. At least you are releasing something. You have some pain. So here the anger, of course, is a negative and low emotional and consciousness state, but is better than to be depressed. So, and you become angry when you are not fulfilling and achieving your goals of your life. And that anger could be a positive, because that when you start to achieve the goal because of your anger, and you are uh, um, I mean, you are desperate to achieve some goal. For example, there is some health issue, or you want to lose the weight, or you want to gain the weight, you want to come out from your health problem, and because of that anger, or uh, and the lifestyle you choose, the medication you want to choose, or environment you want to change in order to get the good, healthy condition, that anger is a positive, because that is drifting you towards the solution. And that anger is taking you to the pride level. So, where you have achieved something, and which is very good. So when you are in pride, that is much more better place, but still it is a low state, okay? And all these red marks which I mentioned here, these are the very poor and the low state of consciousness. I don't know whether you like there, but the 90% population on planet Earth are living one on another these low state, which I mentioned here with the red thing. Now, if I take the green one, or um, let's say the yellow one, okay. If I take the yellow one, and once you start to I mean, when you were angry, then you start to feel proud because you achieved something. Okay. For example, you started a company as a salesperson, and now you become a senior director. Okay. Now that moment is the pride. Okay. But remember, you will never be happy, even you become a director. That is a dilemma and a tragedy with our human life, that we do not stay happier on a one position, or on a one state forever, or for longer term. We always go to the next level. We always want to go to the next level. And that pride is actually, which you feeling that you were pride, uh, that start to make you dissatisfied. And that dissatisfied, this pride uh, needs something new, which really works for you forever and for longer term. Then you need to become courageous. So this courage courageous life. You will take highest, uh, I mean, real and genuine steps in your life after this all experience, bad experience of the consciousness. So now you have taken the real step, the genuine steps of your life to improve. So this state of consciousness opens the door to the other higher state of consciousness, highest quality of your life, and that we are reading nowadays. Okay. So every week we study one level of consciousness. Okay, like last week, last Sunday, we study neutrality. Okay, let me show you with the green mark. Okay, so this neutrality here, that was last week we study. And what we do study and what we try to understand, that on a neutrality state of mind, neutrality quality of mind, what you actually experience in your life, what happens in that state of life. And we learned that in neutral, in neutrality state of consciousness, you start to trust other, and other people start to trust to you. You are no longer negative. You are out of the negative energy, from not only from your mind but also from other people. You stay focused on positive, and you are very neutral and stay going on towards that. And this is the position which we see mostly very high productive people are. Today, particularly now, like 23rd of July today, we are going to study willingness, which is the highest conscience of highest level of consciousness, then the other lower consciousness. What will happen when we basically hope in willingness, when we are living a willingness, what happens? And that is our uh, topic of concern today. So my name is Maratib. You can join my YouTube channel. At the moment, it's named with the Spiritual Classroom. You can find a lot of insightful and great videos there as well. Okay, so let's start our willingness. Okay, are you in position of willingness now? If somebody is there, hi Alison, hi Jen. Yeah, Jen. Um, I'm not sure which level of consciousness you are at the moment, but many people, when they come across from all lowest here, from the lowest levels of life, okay, and when they reach here on willingness, okay, it is a biggest achievement. Okay, now willingness is, it's like when you ready to start to your highest goals of your life. Okay, when you are willingly person to achieve anything. Okay, this is one of the inspiring point. If you see here, um, that the athlete, she wants to start the race, and that is the conviction of willingness to make her in a race, in the engagement of her activity to achieve her goal. Okay, this willingness is so essential to achieve the highest point of the next level of consciousness. Okay, and do you know the highest level of consciousness? What are those? Let me show you from here. uh, let me show you from uh, here. Okay, so the next level of willingness, just for your information purpose, is you start to accept other people and the life and the world as it is. You start to become a wise person, and that wisdom gives you the meaning of the life, you have a reason, a very valid reason, okay? And then once you have reasons of all things in your life, okay, then you become a packet of love. You are just a love. You are no longer body. Everyone is taking a love from you, and you are taking love from other, okay? And that love take you to a joyful life, very, very perfect life, happier, serenity, blissful, okay, peaceful. And eventually the last um, quality or last ultimate mission of your life or the state of is enlightenment, okay, where you become directly connected with your God, or you become God of your life, okay. And that is the final achievement. We have a comment there, Alison saying, if it matters, I am definitely not at the level of below consciousness. Oh, that's a great news. That's, yeah. So let's have a look that why you are not below of level of willingness, okay? And what is the willingness? Let's start to read for today. At the level of willingness, you have an energy 310 out of 1000, okay, which is very good, okay. And is saying that on a willingness, you are um, at the gate of your highest level. So it's a gateway, okay. After going inside, you will just enjoy your life. You will just be a packet of love. You are love. Once you will enter into that gate, when you start to will, you will accept everything, okay? And that acceptance make you cool, calm down, and give you the horizon of the other highest level, okay? And that is amazing. Uh, and because on a willingness, the growth is, excuse me, the growth is so high, you start to achieve your goal very quickly, very speedily, okay? And you look into more, okay? For example, if you working on your personal development, that personal development will boom you. Um, and you if you have made a goal, let's say 3 months, you could achieve it in 1 month, okay? Because you spiritually now we on a willingly state, okay, where you not only found your voice, but also whatever the profession you are, you basically are designed and born for this profession, okay? Even whatever the industry you are working, whatever the relationship you have, probably with your teachers, with your parents, with your children, with your grandparents, with your neighbor, with your friends, with your spouse, whatever the relationship goals, you will instantly achieve that in a very quick succession, because that willingness is a very rapid uh, state of mind, okay. In this willingness, you you basically are are overcome your internal struggle to come out from your background, basically from your horrific past, from your tragedy and traumas. That tragedy trauma could be your poor socioeconomic background, okay. Now you don't think in that state of mind that you were once you were poor, or you had a low uh, less privileged. You do not consider that you had some weaknesses, okay, or you were a handicapped person. You do not follow social norms, okay, because social norms usually make you um, make you confined in a circle, put a boundary on outside, and ask you and tell you not to come out from this boundary. So in this willingness, you are boundaryless. You do not have any boundary around you, or you do not allow other people to confine you in a um, in a shell. Okay. Once you used to have a limiting belief in this state of matter, you have broken all self-limiting beliefs. Okay. And self-limiting beliefs, we all know, which we basically are the whispering of my mind, and that my mind is speaking um, other people's statement about my performance of life, about me as being judged person. Okay, I am under observation of the people, and my self-limiting belief are accepting other people's opinion, which I will not tolerate it. I will not consider them. Okay, because I know now myself. I have found my voice. Okay, I no longer have self-belief now. Sorry, self-limiting belief. I believe only on myself. So willingness is very amazing state of consciousness. Okay, if I have learned something wrong, um, I will be living to unlearn it. I am willingly to relearn it. I am willingly to create new learning for me. Okay, this is the position where you should consider yourself. Okay, because it is very difficult to unlearn the bad things. Whatever the bad things maybe your parents taught you, your teacher taught you, your society taught you, social media taught you, or elsewhere you learn these wrong teachings, wrong learning. Okay, in willingness you are ready to um, unlearn everything, and that is the breakthrough. That is the mindfulness state when you are fully conscious, you are fully mindful, and you know that I don't need to believe, I don't need to take action on this stupid thing which somebody told me to do. I know that why it is not good for me, and I know what is good for me. So this is amazing state of mind where you overcome your inner resistance. Okay, and that is a mind blowing. Another lowest level of consciousness, below 200 calibration. What does it mean? Let me show you again. Uh, so if come back on a map of consciousness, that map of consciousness is, if you see here, every state of consciousness has some frequency. Here on your right hand, these frequency. Okay, and the beauty of this map is that you can read and understand importance of each consciousness state. For example, if you are in angry mood, or you are not in mood, permanent or longer state of your consciousness, when you were anger for many years on something, that angry state has your 150 energy. Okay, that out of 1000. When you are prideful, it is 175. Now we are in willingness, which is 310. Okay, and that is better than the neutrality, which is 250 energy. That is better than being courageous, which is 200. So here they are, I mean, referring you when you have a below energy 200. Below mean below from courage. And what are these which are showing here as a red mark? So these all energies are under 200, under 200. Okay, and these are very negative. Okay, but we all are here. 90% people of population, like I earlier said, we living in this directly. And come back to my slide where I left it, is saying that below the 200 calibration level, people tend to be close-minded, but by level 310, which is willingness, a great opening occurs. At this level, people become genuinely friendly and socially and economic success-wise seems to follow automatically because you are here non-judgmental, okay? You are empathetic. You attach with other person with very emotionally, okay? And through their lens, how other person sees the world. And that gives you a new reality because you are now accepting the truth from other by going into their mind, okay? And you see, basically you read and you understand the reality, for particularly if you are in relationship problems, okay? For example, if you have a problem with your spouse, then before a willingness state of mind, you may be always judgmental about your spouse, and that non-judgment that judgmental attitude did not allow you to go and know the truth about your spouse. You never be empathetic about your spouse because of your personal biasness, your prejudice, and your narrow-mindedness. But when you are in willingness state, then you will become non-judgmental about your boss. You will become non-judgmental about any other relationship because you are open to admit the reality, even it is harsh reality. You are ready to accept it. Alison has a comment and question. How are the levels of enlightenment determined? Personal opinion, feelings. Okay. Let me try to understand exactly what you mean. How are the levels of enlightenment determined? Okay. Personal opinion or feeling. Okay. Okay, I got it. Your question is that how we can calculate or determine that these levels of enlightenment or all levels are my just a personal opinion or I will feel them. Is that correct? Which I answered. Okay, right. Um, of course, personal opinion does not matter. It is mostly about feelings. Because these all state of consciousness, let me take you to the map again. These all, let me erase it so that you can, okay. So these all state of consciousness from shame going to enlightenment, okay? These are feelings more in a best way, uh, and not the opinion. But when you are passing through these journeys, okay, these will reflect on your soul. These feelings you will be stay for longer term, okay? So for example, if you are in willingness state, it does not mean that you are willingly for only today or tomorrow or for a couple of days and you are very positive and you are now in a higher consciousness and that will stay for a couple of days and hours. No, no, no. It must stay, it should stay for a couple of years, or it will be the way of your life now. From now, they are not just a mood swings. You should not determine it that these are just feelings and based on mood swing, which is good. But these remain for next couple of years or now your way of life. You are completely changed. That is how it it works. Okay. Um, and you are the person who can feel this state of consciousness all the time. Like myself, when I come across this book and the teachings of Dr. David Hawking, when then I was also below courageous level, below 200. But once I start this journey on a self contemplation and start the higher consciousness journey, then these all start to reflect on my soul, and I start to feel it for longer term. For many years, I was staying on each level of consciousness. And the beauty of this map of consciousness, it gave me the clarity about my life, where I am going, and where I just left the other level of consciousness, which I will never go back. Okay. If you are going back to the lower consciousness, it means that you need to work hard on your current level of consciousness so that you do not fall down to the lower state of consciousness. I mean, you may go back to the depression state, the shameful state, the guilty state, a fearful state, a desirous state, or angry state of mind. Okay, very unlikely you anybody could do. Okay, but 99% people, when you start their journey, every stage comes to the next, invite to the next level, not and never go for, not able to go back. And that is the amazing path which we must know about this. Okay, so let's come back to on this. So this is the point, willingness, where you are non-judgmental, okay, and you are more empathetic, and you are more open, okay. Also, is saying that the willing people are not really troubled by unemployed, okay, and they will take any job, whatever they want. They create a career for them. They are mostly self-employed. They are entrepreneur. They are creator of big companies, okay, and they love even do the service job, the jobs which have service. Maybe they have a low socio-economic status, but they love to do this because they are not here to do jobs for only money. They are for contribution. Okay, they naturally designed to being helpful to for other. Mostly people who are in service sector, like I'm an entrepreneur as well. I have my own service uh, to the people. So, and I know that importance of this. And I did it as a self-employed. And this is my own creation of a new job, which I created for me as a self-employed. So the willing people always ready to create a new job. They never be self-employed or unemployed, and they love to do any kind of job. Okay, um, because there is no um, what we call it fame in their mind. They don't want to impress other. Okay, they just want to fulfill their life. Okay, in this state of mind, you are able to cope any major learning blocks, and these learning blocks are experience, or anybody can experience and anybody do because of our inner self-limiting beliefs. Okay, but now you are willingly to face them. Okay, um, and you are ready to cope your own issue, like I earlier mentioned. And this is the biggest thing. You you cross over these barriers, and this is amazing thing which you can achieve. Um, and that is transformation you will do when you at the state of willingness. Okay, I give you a quick example. If you see here, Now, this lady, this athlete, look at look at her spirit. Okay, look at, now they are ready to run. Okay, do you think that they, whatever the goal they have in their mind, if any obstacles come or any personal weaknesses come, they will bother about that? Imagine just. And we see when, for example, um, when we see these videos and when they are running, even they have some personal problem or some mental issue or physical issue, they never bother, but their passion, their willingness take you to move further, run further until they achieve and they arrive on their point. Okay. And that happens in your life as well. When you are in willingness state of mind for longer, for many months, for many years, that is something which help you to take out from your inner problems and you resolve them. Okay, you find the very satisfactory answer, you find the great reasons to destroy these blocks. Okay, and that is the breakthrough of your life. In this level, because you are superbly doing everything, not because of you want take reward from other, but the other people will be clapping for you automatically, even you don't wish for clapping. So they will be doing, hey, well done, Alizan, well done, Maratib, well done, Tommy. Okay, so these things comes across and you start to be recognized, even you don't desire to be recognized. Okay, these appreciation, these reward will never, of course it will be having a good feeling for you, but you were not willingness to get these things. Okay, because you are drifting by your own inner core, your own inner energy. Okay, and that is the beauty, because in this state of consciousness and mind, you are contributor to your society, by not only society, but you are fulfilling the gaps of um, your life as well. So, for example, if you see this image, these are different roles of your life, and these are the different major things in your life. And there was one major thing which was lack in your life. In this state of consciousness, when you are willingly person, you are able to fill the gap. Okay, and you are not only fill the gap for yourself, but for your family, but not only the family, but your community, whichever you belongs to. Okay, so willingness is a sympathetic and responsive to the needs of other. Willing people are builders of and contributor to the society. With their capacity to bounce back from adversity and learn from experience, they tend to become self-correcting. Of course, if you are helping yourself, you are improving your knowledge, and that is a mindful thing. And the last but not the least, that when you were in pride, here the pride is different. Okay, you are letting go the pride, they are willing to look at their own defects and learn from others. Okay, at this level of willingness, people become excellent student, even they are older age or in any state of mind. They are easily teachable and present a considerable source of power for society. So I know a lot of older people, they get admission in school and they do small courses as well. They want to learn something. They're never ashamed of that they have spent a life without these things. okay? Because they are willingly people. They are the really contributor because they need to now contribute towards the next higher level of consciousness, and that is acceptance. And how you will accept every person or the things around you in your life when you were not willingly to living in your life. Can you believe that if you do not have a will you accept other if they have some differences from you? No. Many people who do not accept other individual, other people, they basically are not willingly people. They're living a lowest emotional state of mind, which we just learned before. And that's why um, they will never be accept you. But the acceptance is our next level of consciousness, which we will read, we will try to understand next Sunday. So that is the next level of our consciousness. And that is our topic or is finished. So we covered this willingness, okay? And the next level we will read next week, which is acceptance, okay? And we this accept, remember, once we will be willingness to learn everything, then we start to accept every reality, okay, rather than we wanted to change it. And that we will read next week. I hope you enjoy your session. um, and there is a YouTube channel. You can find it with my name, which is Maratib Ali Shad. Also, it's titled with the spiritual classroom, where you will get a lot of videos as well. So, do you have any question or you want to share something before I will close this class for today? Oh, you're very welcome, Alizan. Nice to meet you. And let's meet next Sunday as well. And with a new topic of the same map of consciousness. Thank you so much and see you next Sunday. Bye bye.